Hello everyone, welcome to this short and spicy yoga flow. My name is Ivona. In this class we are going to strengthen our core and fully stretch our entire body while laying down. So if you find yourself on the beach or have a mat ready at home, let's begin by laying down and extending your arms over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch by reaching your feet away from your hands and vice versa. Take a few deep breaths. Now lift your legs over your hips and lift your arms over your shoulders. Spread your fingers and flex your feet. Now lift your upper back and your tailbone towards the sky as you inhale, and then lower everything down as you exhale. And keep going like this, syncing the breath with the movement as slow as you can. Keep your legs lifted and inhale, extend your arms over your head, and exhale, bring your arms back up over your shoulders. And just start shaking your legs and your arms, being loose and free through your knees and your ankles and your elbows and your wrists. Just go for it. Now come into a pause and press your palms together. Press them down and forward as you lift your upper body and widen your legs. Now do the same with your legs together, alternating between your left and right side, engaging your low belly, your core, and exhaling as you lift and inhaling as you lower. Again, syncing the breath with the movement and trying to go as slow as possible. Maintaining the low belly engagement and keeping your feet flexed. And now coming back to the way we started, reaching our hands down and forward as we widen our legs. And then you can either keep your feet flexed or pointed, merging the breath with the movement. Come to a pause and bring your hands by your sides, palms down. Inhale and lift your hips over your shoulders into a plow position. And your feet are reaching over your head. Now tuck your shoulders underneath you. It's an option of clasping your hands and tucking your shoulders a little bit more. And exhale, roll out with rounded spine all the way down, legs down. Inhale, keep going like this, over to the plow position, rounding your spine, exhaling and lowering down. Keep going like this with your breath and your pace. Keeping your legs together, your feet together, your toes together, maintaining the internal rotation and engagement in your legs. Now see if you can from there go straight into a boat pose. I certainly didn't, but here we are. You can go into a full boat pose as you know it. An option also is to grab your big toes with your index and middle finger, and actually if you can reach, this may feel more supported in your boat pose. Inhale, reaching up, lengthening, and now exhaling, Rolling back to the plow pose with your hips over your shoulders and your feet over your head. Exhale all the way down, feet over your hips, flexing your feet. Let's come into some deeper stretches. Bring your left leg down and keep it active by flexing your foot. Hook your middle and index finger around your right toe, and you can also use a strap if you can reach your toes. Place your left hand on your left thigh. Lift the chest toward the leg with the head away from the floor. If this is too much, then bring your head down. Keep your leg as straight as possible and your right foot flexed. Your left hand is a reminder to keep your left hip squared and grounded. If you are lifted, exhale and lower to the ground. Open your hips by lowering the right leg toward the ground to the right. Continue to hold your toes or the strap with the leg straight. Leave the left hand on top of the left thigh again and turn your gaze the opposite direction. Inhale, bring your leg back up. Exhale, one more optional rise towards your shin, head to shin. And then exhale, bring everything down, hand down, leg down. Just take a breath here. And now onto the other side. Lift your left leg and hook your fingers or a strap around your left foot. Stay here or inhale and go deeper by lifting your chest and your head towards your left shin and your shin towards your head. Keep breathing deeply, engaging through your lower belly, and then pressing your right hand down your right hip, flexing or pointing your right foot. Exhale, lower down. And let's open up towards the left side now as you gaze towards the right. Inhale, come back to center. An option again to exhale and lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lower both your leg and your arm down. Now bending through both knees, bring your left foot down and cross your right leg over your left thigh. And stay here or feed your right hand through the hole in between your legs and your left hand around your left leg, clasping your hands either behind your left thigh or on top of your left shin. You can relax your left ankle or keep it flexed. Maintain your shoulders and your neck neutral and slightly draw the chin towards your chest. Stay here, or if you want to go deeper, extend your left leg up towards the sky and maybe even grab your foot with both of your hands. And you want to maintain that sensation in your outer right glute and hip as you draw your right knee away from your body. Let's inhale deeply and exhale. Release everything down. Re-square your hips. Keep your knees bent, and let's switch to the other side now. So, knowing what you've done on your right side, let's come into the same variation on this side. Keep your breaths even and slow, especially breathing into the sensations that are felt the most. Let's inhale deeply here, and as you exhale, release everything back down. Place your feet on the mat. Take a nice inhale and lift your legs again. Cross your right leg over your left, and if you can, keep going, keep crossing around your shins. So basically, cross your legs as deeply as you comfortably feel. Once you feel you've gone far enough, bring both legs towards your left side. Bring your arms at your shoulder level, palms facing up, and bring your gaze towards the right. Coming into a nice, deep, reclined twist. An option is to remain here, or what I like to do sometimes is to uncross my legs after a few breaths and extend my right leg, my top leg, forward and grab my foot with my left hand. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can dig into your left thigh by grabbing your right hand around your left ankle. So it gets a little bit confusing, but basically you're grabbing the opposite leg with the opposite hand. Now let's release everything. Come back to center on your mat. Re-square your hips and your legs and your feet. And let's do the same on the opposite side. So we're going towards the right side now. So whatever you've done on the left side, let's come into the right side now. And then continuing further to your preferred variation. Once you get to stillness, close your eyes, turn your head towards the left, and try to find a softness in this deep twisted position. Let your body just open up with each deep exhale. Inhale deeply as you release the twist, and slowly come back to the center of your mat. Bring both feet down, hip distance, and keep your knees bent. Tuck your tailbone under, just take a breath. Inhale, open your knees to the sides. And exhale, bring your soles of your feet together. So coming into a nice groin and inner thigh opening. And you are in control over how far you want the feet to be away from your groin. If you notice, the closer your feet are to your groin, the more intense the stretch will feel. You can also bring your feet away from your groin, more into a diamond shape with your legs, and that will not be as intense. I like to place my palms on top of my inner thighs for this position but it is obviously up to you where you want to place your arms and your hands. Sometimes it's nice to come into a cactus arms in this position for a little bit of more shoulder and chest opener. Inhale and lift your legs and your feet up and come into a happy baby. You can hook your fingers again around your big toes or wrap your hands around the outer edges of your feet or your ankles or your thighs. Now inhale, extend your legs straight out to the sides, and as you exhale, come back to happy baby. You press your elbows towards your armpits. Inhale again, extending your legs straight and pressing your heels away from your body. Inhaling, coming into the happy baby. At all times, you are actively pressing your tailbone down towards the earth. Now you can keep going with this flow or find the favorite variation of this position and find a pause to take a nice few deep breaths here. When you're in the happy baby pose, you just can't help but swinging side to side a little bit as well, massaging your back and literally feeling like a happy baby on the towel on the beach. Take one more deep inhale here and bring your legs back up to the sky. Bring your palms down, and as you exhale, come back to the plow position. This in preparation for the shoulder stand. Interlace the fingers behind you and press them down, and tuck both shoulders underneath you to release any tension from the neck. Bend at your elbows and place the hands on your lower back. And when you're ready, with your hips over your shoulders, lift both legs towards the sky. So you can't see in the video, but my toes are pointed and my legs are basically drawing inwards. I'm finding internal rotation in my legs and my inner thighs. Everything is engaged and lifting up. Now slowly as you exhale, bring your legs down over your head and place your palms back down on the mat. Inhale here and slowly, slowly, slowly roll back down and slowly roll and lower your legs down onto the mat. Inhale and bend your knees and place your feet on the mat, this time as wide as your mat, so wider than your hips. And start windshield wiping the legs back and forth between your right and left side. Next time, both knees open towards the right. Stay there and place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. You should feel nice opening in your left front thigh, your left psoas, deep in your hip crease. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can also bring your arms up over your head and turn your gaze towards the left. Inhale, release, Come back to center, re-square your hips, and windshield wipe your knees gently. Again, come into a pause, and bring your left ankle over your right thigh. Gaze towards the right, and for a deeper sensational experience, bring your arms and your hands up and over your head. Don't forget to breathe deeply and enjoy this beautiful stretch. Inhale, bringing your legs back to center. Extend both legs straight down in preparation for a fish pose. Lift your chest and drop the head back until the crown touches the floor. Keep your hands under your hips, palms down. If placing your head on the floor is too intense, then take it as far as you're comfortable. Your legs are drawing inwards and your feet are pointed, also making sure that your toes are together. This is a beautiful chest, neck, and throat opener. It's also a thoracic spine extension. And by lifting the chin and drawing the head back, you are stimulating the thyroid. And finally, with this chest opening, we are encouraging a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale as you release back down. Inhale, bring your legs and your arms up again, just like we started. And then bring your knees together, bend them and hug them to your chest. You can also lift your chest and your head and try to maybe give your knees a little kiss before we finish our practice for today. So let's come into Shavasana, our final resting position here. Final relaxation. So get yourself a nice comfortable position, usually tucking your tailbone under and connecting the lower back arch as much as possible towards the mat. And draw your chin towards your chest as you tuck your shoulder blades and your shoulders underneath you, opening a little bit through the chest, rolling your hands out, palms facing up, releasing through the fingers and finding a nice natural curvature in your hands. Same with your legs. Relax all the way through your ankles and your feet, finding softness in all of your toes. Come back to a natural breath. Allowing your body and your mind to integrate all of the changes we have created in this practice. Allowing your body and mind rest and restore. I'm going to leave you here now in your own bliss. I hope you enjoyed this little short and spicy yoga practice, and I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of the day or a wonderful sleep. and I'll see you again next time.